Hey everyone, this is Adam Weinstein. You might know me better as Andover Adam, and welcome to our 100th year birthday celebration, and it's the premiere Schoolhouse for spring 2021. We're so happy to have you with us. By now, I know a lot of you have probably had one of these quarantine birthdays, and I know this isn't exactly how we plan to celebrate our 100th with you, but we have so much great stuff in store, so many surprises. You're going to have a lot of fun. In just a few minutes, I'm going to have the pleasure of introducing to you my father and also the president of Andover Fabrics, David Weinstein. He's going to tell you just some of the history of how Andover Fabrics has evolved along with the quilting and sewing industry. Oh my gosh, guys. I mean, honestly, you know how I've been actually spending all the time in quarantine? I've just been looking at these colors. They're beautiful. I get lost in them. They're gorgeous. In fact, guys, I'm going to throw it to David now, and I'm just going to spend a little time. I'm just going to take a look at these. I'll see you in a little bit.
Thank you, Adam. I also want to thank everybody for being here to help us celebrate our 100th year anniversary. So all the way back in 1920, my grandfather Max founded what was then known as Concord Fabrics in New York's historic Flatiron District. And he sold primarily corduroys and haberdasheries to the trade. And after World War II, my father Alvin joined the business, and he worked with his mom Ann and Max, much as we do today. It's a family business. We love that. And he was tasked with forming the division to first sell to stores, which back then meant Macy's and Gimbel's. He called the division Andover Fabrics. So over the years, he and his brother Frank grew the business tremendously, and they were one of the first companies to offer for sale coordinating lines of solids and print collections, which to us is a no-brainer, but back then that was pretty revolutionary. Over the years, they grew the business quite well, and my very first quilt market I was able to attend was when I joined the family business in 1984, and we held it then in Philadelphia that summer. Back in the 70s, Concord was one of the first adopters of Quilt Market, and we were, along with Fairfield, the co-sponsors of the big fashion shows that used to be held. Back then it was in the Shamrock Hilton. In the 1990s, we bought a company called McCower UK so that we could really focus on all of the independent shops, and we thank them for being a large part of our success as a company, and we love working with everybody around the world and the international quilt market. Adam joined the business. I almost feel like I should introduce him back to you as Andover Adam. He joined the business in 2013, and it was the very year of the very first premier Schoolhouse ever held, which we were really pleased and honored to use to introduce the Downton Abbey collections. We were also able to do a second premier Schoolhouse introducing the iconic brand of Little House on the Prairie, which is so intertwined with everything we do in the quilting community. And now here we are for our 100th year anniversary, and we are so pleased to be able to have a third premier Schoolhouse introducing our century solids and prints, and we're going back to our roots once more and doing all kinds of coordinating solid print collections. And we really want to thank everybody for being here with us. And now back to you, Adam.
Oh, thanks, Dad. David, Dad, I don't know. I never know what to call you in the office. So now that we've told you a little bit about where we've been, I want to talk to you about the next 100 years, what we're doing right now and where we're going on this journey together. But at Andover, it's everyone working together as a team that makes the final product so special. Whether it's our sales reps on the road, or our suppliers, or our team in-house making sure that you're always getting the Andover quality that you know and love, or whether that's our team of incredibly talented artists from around the globe. Rather than just tell you about them, I want to show you some of their most incredible upcoming and current collections so that you can see for yourself what makes the Andover team so special. Let's start with one of our most inspiring design teams. Toucan Art is a team of Patty Gay and her son Noah. Noah, who is autistic, creates all the painted textures using brushes, rollers, his fingers, and even bubbles to create these textures. Then, Patty, using computer software and other technologies, assembles them into images, which are really, really stunning. Toucan Art's unique design is fully on display in the Lovebirds collection, which is going to be available in August of this year. The panel here, which is shown at 50% scale, would be beautiful on its own just for the motifs that are featured, these beautiful birds, the butterflies, these gorgeous wildflowers. But when we zoom in, we see these incredible textures that you just aren't going to find anywhere else. These are truly designs where a lot of thought, a lot of creativity, ingenuity, and love has been put into these designs. It's really special, and we're so glad that we can share it with you. Our next designer is actually the person who without her, I don't think that I would know hardly anything about fabric design. For me and so many other people, Kathy Hall was the person who taught us about fabric design from the ground up, why things needed to be a certain scale, what colors went together, what printed well, and the provenance of the designs and artwork that we were working with. Here, Kathy is in her element with the Trinkets 21 collection. It's our newest installment of Trinkets, which has long been a fan favorite, especially for these beautiful, small-scale reproduction documents. All of these designs date back to the late 1800s, and Kathy has used her impeccable color sense here to give us some of the most impactful colors, such as these beautiful orange cheddars, these great greens, these rich reds, and she's also included a number of neutrals to help us tie everything together. As I've said before, I've been so lucky to have an education through fabric, and this fabric collection, the Very Hungry Caterpillar in the Garden collection from the world of Eric Carle, is just one more piece of that puzzle. When I was a little kid, my favorite book to read was The Very Hungry Caterpillar. You see, The Very Hungry Caterpillar and me shared similar dreams of pie and muffins and chocolate cake. So it was a match made in, dessert heaven. Throughout the country and across the world, The Very Hungry Caterpillar is still a bestseller children's book, and it's still being taught in classrooms today. There's a new Very Hungry Caterpillar fan being born every minute. Here at Andover, we are so fortunate to have not just great designers from all over the world, but great designers in-house, in our studio, who are some of the most talented people that you could ever hope to have. And they were the team that put together the Century Solids. By now, so many of you and your fans are familiar with the Andover Century Solids, which are 100% premium combed cottons in these 100 colors to celebrate our 100 years. Pulling upon our inspiration from generations past where we coordinated solids and prints, we're back at it again with some of the most talented designers in the world, not just with the prints and not just with the solids, but with quilt patterns like Sarah Golden's Flying South pattern, which you can see on the right here. Sarah Golden is also known for her extraordinary block printing work. Here, it's on full display with her Whiskers and Dash collection. You can see the cat with whiskers in, I think that's 12 different colors, and then 12 different colors of these great dashes. They are a great coordinate print that match the color of the cat. This is available just actually in a month from now, so I gotta find a way. Is there a way out of this room? I gotta get some of this. You know her for her designs, her colors, her quilt patterns. I don't think that there's anyone who has quite the same eye for design that Allison Glass does. Here on the left, you can see she's got a wonderful assortment of Century Solids colors for her designer picks, and then she's got her great solstice quilt made out of select colors of the Century Solids on the right. And I want to show you something really unique that we've just started doing this year. I want to introduce you to our Century Prints. Century Prints are a concept that takes us back to our days of coordinating solids with patterns. As you can see here in Allison Glass's Century Prints collection called Hopscotch, we've finally really meticulously printed white pigment on top of the Century Solids colors. These are 100% cotton comb Century Solids that you've come to know and love, and the printing is so well done you can barely even tell that the pigment is sitting on top of the fabric. Allison Glass's Century Prints collection will be available in May of this year, and like all of our other Century Solids, prints, you name it, all of these Century goods are always on 10-yard bolts. That's the standard put up. All right, now this is really impressive. Allison Glass was able to somehow get all the way up to the North Pole in February and take these photos and hold on 1 second. Where is this film from? Texas. It's not Texas. This is not guys, this isn't Texas, right? Okay, anyway, so we're at the North Pole, right? And here are these beautiful fabrics. As you can see here, we have the 20 colors of Allison Glass's Kaleidoscope 2021. These are a woven solid, so they're a little bit of a different hand than our Century solids, but they are beautiful and they give you a really nice texture when it's all woven together. When the temperature is nice and cool outside, you can actually keep your fabrics even fresher, like these Sunprint 2021. They will stay good for a really long time. The Art Theory collection, Kaleidoscope 2021, and the Sunprint are all in stock now. If you're looking for bright, cheerful, and undeniably fun colors, Kim Schaefer has you covered. We've been working with Kim for over a decade now, and for all that time, she has brought so much joy to not just us at Andover, but everyone who works with her fabrics. You can see her color choices on the left, and then she's got a great free-to-use pattern on the right using the Century Solids. In August, Kim also has an amazing Century Prints collection called Sugar Pop, which again is our Century Solids with a white pigment printed on top of it. The patterns chosen here are some of Kim's classics. We've got that great polka dot, we've got that wavy grid, we have the scribble line, and that fun, funky flower. And it wouldn't be a Kim Schaefer presentation if I didn't leave everyone feeling so happy, which is the name of this amazing Sewing Notion collection, which we've got coming out in August of this year. The collection features a panel in 2 colorways, black on the left and white on the right, with some of your favorite sewing accoutrements. And if you really want to impress your friends, we've got this great sewing-inspired word search pattern in here, which has been conveniently pre-filled out. But, you don't have to tell your friends that. They'll just think you're really good at word searches. Next up, let's begin our world tour of designers because we are so fortunate to work with so many talented people from all over the globe. Starting a little bit closer to home, we have our friend from Canada, Libs Elliott. One of the things that Libs is perhaps best known for is her Watcher quilt, which you can see on the right, made out of some of her signature Century Solids colors. But if you're looking for an even easier way to incorporate Libs' signature pattern, look no further than our new Watcher collection from Libs Elliott, which is coming in July of this year. The collection features her most well-known design, both in white and in black. One thing that makes Libs' design so incredibly unique is the way that she actually puts these designs together. She's actually using computer code to generate the images that you can see not just in the panel, but also in this heartbreaker print, which you can see in the middle. Along with these unmistakably Libs-colored sugar skulls in the middle of the board, we are looking forward to printing this favorite collection for a long, long time. Next up, let's take a trip on down to the Southern Hemisphere and visit our friends Max and Louise in Australia. If you've ever been lucky enough to spend time with this design team, whether they're at Quilt Market in Houston or on FaceTime, you'll know that their energy they make you want to smile, and so do their fabrics. Max and Louise are known for their unique reproduction look, and you can see that they've got a bright, cheerful take on reproduction from the colors on the left, and as well as their circa 1903 quilt shown on the right here. This September, we're getting to bring in the Glenfern Lodge collection, which is another beautiful, richly colored collection from Max and Louise. The main pattern, which features this really cool perched bird, comes in 3 colors, in red on the left, in cream in the middle, and in blue on the right. Next up, we have another one of my favorites. We have Renee Nanneman, who is so multi-talented, and she does such an incredible job of these harvest colors, and I'm about to show you a whole bunch of really, really cool fabric that you're going to want for this year. But to start, take a look at these selections that she's made for our Century Solids designer picks. These are gorgeous fall colors that you're going to want to bring in this year. And on top of that, we've got the Century Pinwheels quilt on the right. That's a free pattern download that's available on our website. And again, there's actually a lot of free quilt patterns that you can download and use whenever you want, however you want, on our website. You're going to want to check that out. Now, if you've been following for me some time, I've been tracking the science behind whether or not pumpkins will flock to your yard if you hang up a beautiful fall-colored quilt there. And I think that this picture basically tells the story. To aid you in your pursuit of pumpkins, we are bringing back this year the Pumpkin Patch Plaids collection. We're actually getting a limited amount of this in stock in the coming months. These yarn-dyed wovens are really something special, but that's not all that we have that's going to make your fall so much fun. Coming this June, we also have the Hootenanny collection from Renee Nanneman. This collection features a beautiful array of pumpkin oranges, cheddar oranges, beautiful black, cream, and brown prints. And the collection also features an owl who has perched itself on a moon, and the moon is telling it, "Hey buddy, are you going to pay rent or something?" And the owl's like, "I don't know. We'll have to find out." And you can find out if you bring the fabric in this summer for some beautiful fall quilting. If you're looking for inspired design with a bold and unique sense of color and flair, Giucy Giuce is where it's at. First, I want to show you how Giucy Giuce captures not only color but texture. The Pietra collection, which is Italian for stone, has 24 of his signature colors that you can see here. We've got the full, or almost a full repeat at the top of the page here, and then you can see the variations of colors that you can get, all 24 of them, on the bottom of the page. Giucy Giuce's vision for his artwork and his fabrics is only matched by his attention to detail. He really wants every last part of this fabric, every last bit of the design to be spot on, to be exactly what he intends it to be. I absolutely love the Nana collection made for his grandmother, and this is something that I don't think I've seen anything like it, and I can't wait for you guys to get a closer look. The collection features an incredible main print with very, very detailed, beautiful, elegant flowers that you can see in the middle on a background that's true Giucy Giuce. The Nana collection is going to be in September. This Century Prints Deco collection from Giucy Giuce is coming in July on 10-yard bolts. The collection features 20 of Giucy Giuce's signature Century Solids colors. The designs are inspired by the Gilded Age Deco style of artwork. When Andover fabric started in 1920, these are the kinds of designs that would have permeated the city where the company first started. It's only fitting that a whole century later, we have a beautiful modern take on these designs. If you haven't already, you should definitely follow Giucy Giuce and all of our other designers on Instagram because they are posting on the daily amazing, amazing fabrics and great artwork. Last but certainly not least, we have Laundry Basket Quilts. Edita Sitar has proven time and time again that her eye for design, her eye for color, and being able to just put a feeling together in fabric and in quilts, she does it like nobody else. Here on this page, you can see her signature colors on the left, and then on the right, we have a signature quilt for her, the Alaska Rainbow Quilt, made up of even more colors of Century Solids, which really speak to her. And we've got so much new, amazing stuff to show you from Laundry Basket Quilts. Next month, we're bringing you one of the most highly anticipated collections of the year, the Seamstress Collection. Now, this collection is named after Edita's mother, who inspired the design, the colors, everything that's here. This collection features bold and stunning main floral prints, which you can see at the top of the page, as well as a really beautiful and delicate array of smaller scale prints, leaning from teals and yellows into creams. And then further into these more saturated colors, like these rich reds, these deeper teals and blues. And as you can see on the right side of the page, Edita has picked out a special assortment of Century Solids just to go with this Seamstress collection, which again is available in April, coming up next month. Then, in July, we're coming out with the beautiful blue and cream collection that you've come to expect from Laundry Basket Quilts. This year, the Bluebird collection is really out of this world. Edita is a master of piecing together small, medium, and large-scale prints, as well as ombreing between the dark blues that you see on the left, the creams in the middle, and those beautiful light teals on the right. And as you've come to expect from Andover Fabrics and Laundry Basket Quilts, there's really fine attention to detail here. Just look at this background texture on the main print behind the leaves that gives the pattern and your quilts that little extra something that makes it really special. With Bluebird, we're trying some new things that we've never done before. Sometimes you want to just be able to take fabric, sew it down in your own way, and be on your merry way. Finally, we've got a whole bunch of patterns and options for you where you can do just that. We have the North Star pattern, which comes in 2 colorways, cream and blue. Pictured here, you're seeing a 24 by 44 inch repeat, and you've got a border running along one selvage, but not the other. If you're looking for another convenience cloth option, check out this Grandmother's Garden, featuring these beautiful hexes. And again, this is running yardage. You can see this is a 24 by 44 inch repeat that we're showing you here. It's great for just sewing down when you just want to cut some fabric and do just that. Bluebird also includes 2 great panels, the first of which being this 18 by 44 inch labels panel. The labels feature classic laundry basket quilt motifs. You can see these beautiful branches, but it also has some really nice things to say. It says made with love on this one, and I don't know about you, but that warms my heart. Finally, we've got this brilliant 24 by 44 inch panel called Homestead. This one panel allows you to do so much, from putting borders on your quilt to putting personalization on your quilt. You can really make it yours with this one piece of fabric, and it's so versatile. 3 years ago, we released the Little Sweetheart collection from Laundry Basket Quilts, and the entire quilting world went wild. We are bringing it back in full in August of this year. This collection was special for so many reasons, not the least of which all these beautiful designs from Edita. You can see here, first of all, this beautiful main print. We have it in 3 colors, and they work together stunningly. This was also the first collection in which we featured one of Edita's signature color palettes, her reds to pinks to creams, and you can see how she does a beautiful job here in the ombre of color that you can see across the board. Finally, as we head into September, we have the Moonstone collection from Laundry Basket Quilts, featuring these beautiful charcoal grays into creams into pinks. This collection features some of the most popular patterns from last year's super hit collection, Super Bloom. This time around, we've colored the collection a way that we typically never do for Laundry Basket Quilts, taking in more neutrals, more silvers, more of these great grays. And finally, here is the Andover Collective Collection, featuring artwork from so many of the designers that we just shown. This is truly a team effort. If you'd like to see quilts and other patterns for all the collections that you just saw here, make sure you see your local Andover rep, or follow Andover Fabrics on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and make sure to follow our designers as well. They do so much great work, and I couldn't even possibly show it to you here, even if I had 3 hours. Well, everyone, thank you so much. This has been a blast celebrating our 100th birthday with you, and actually, my phone is I got a million text messages right here. I'm going to just see if I can share this with you. Let me see if I could bring this up on the screen.
Happy birthday, Andover.
Happy birthday, Andover.
Happy birthday, Andover.
I heard it was your birthday, so I baked you a cake.
Hi, I'm Lou from Max and Louise Pat & Co.
Hello there, it's Lisa from Max and Louise Pat & Co.
I'm here to wish Andover a very happy 100th birthday.
We're so proud to be part of the Andover family.
I'm so very proud to be part of the Andover family with Lisa.
100 years is quite something to celebrate. Love you, you have my heart. Happy birthday. From Renee at Need a Love.
This is Kim Schaefer wishing a very happy 100th birthday to Andover Fabrics.
Happy 100th birthday, Andover. Wishing you many more.
Gary also wanted to wish you a happy birthday. He actually wanted to sing to you happy birthday. I told him he's only allowed to sing in the showers.
Happy 100th birthday, Andover Fabrics.
Congratulations on your centenary birthday.
You know, a company doesn't stay in business for 100 years unless they're doing something right.
I'm so happy to be a part of Andover team, and I consider it my privilege to be working with this beautiful 100-year-old company.
And for me, it's especially sweet, considering I've been an employee of Andover for the last 49 years.
We love you.
We love
you.
Happy 100, Andover. We love you.
Happy birthday, Andover. Happy birthday, Andover. Happy birthday, dear Andover. Happy birthday, Andover.